and how he's going to be calling a lot of people to the forefront. And there's a gift that is going around that God is giving out to his children, and the gift of knowing him, prophecy for some, pastoring, evangelizing, baptizing, leading the way. Hello, hello, hello. And there's going to be many gifts. Some might look the same, but each have their own intricate detail. And don't be intimidated by what other people have, rather by what you have, because what you have, they cannot have. And it's going to be instantaneous. It's going to be happening very suddenly. And you're going to be minding your business one day, and the next you're going to be walking in the purpose that God has for you. And God is saying that he's shown many examples in the Bible of how he does things suddenly. Someone said you look like Cinderella. Oh, thank you. But he showed in the Bible exactly like how he does suddenly. It's like we always say, oh, God don't do that. You love to hear when people be like, oh, God don't do it like that. Oh, that was quick. Oh, this and that. I'm like, did you read the Bible? Because one minute David out there in the field, the next minute David in the king's palace. Get trouble. Don't you come over here. Trouble. Don't you start. Thank you. But God does things very suddenly and rapidly, and he doesn't have to answer to anybody. And I think that's the big thing, is that God doesn't need anybody's permission to move his pieces. And when I said that, I just seemed like a chess game. And I had just watched The Queen's Gambit, y'all. I binged that bad boy. It was so good. But anyway, it's a strategic move by God. And you don't even know the hand. You might think you know the hand, but as soon as you think you know how God getting ready to do it, he gonna flip it around again and again and again. He's putting the pieces together because he's about to do something that ain't never been seen. Never been seen. And so in this season, it's going to be a quiet season for some and a loud season for your enemies. The way God is about to sneak in the camp is going to be very quietly. But when they wake up, let's use Gideon, for example. He snuck Gideon into the enemy's camp. And when they woke up, they took themselves out because they were afraid of what they had saw being done in the dark. God is doing a lot of things in the dark. It's the reason why he says, because I'm not the God that sleeps nor slumbers. And that's the second time God gave me that word today. He's saying that I'm not the God that sleeps nor slumbers. He was like, all while they're getting rest, I'm putting my best hitters out there. So some people are about to literally be snuck into the enemy's camp and be used as a vessel. And be used as a vessel. Your gift is uniquely tailored to you. Same for me. The same for everybody else. So there's no need to be envious of others when you have something that I don't have or they don't have. We all have something that makes us unique. But if we all come together, the kingdom of hell would be taken down. But we have to have this thing called unity. And it's easier said than done, I know, but it can be done. It can be done. Now, some people are going to be dreaming dreams, having visions, seeing signs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Like you're going to see the synchronicities. You're going to be able to see all of these things, and they're going to start speaking to you. Some things are going to be happening very rapidly. When you think about it, it's going to be coming to pass. All of these things are about to happen because God is saying that the time is now. Your gifts have made room for you. Now he's calling upon the great men, because not only are your gifts for you, your gifts are really for the world. So you really don't have the right to keep them to yourself, because God didn't just give you the gifts for you, but he gave you the gifts so you can show off what God has done. See, God is a God of glory, and he loves to have his name glorified. So when you're out there and you're shining so bright like you are, each and every one of you, understand that God is waiting for the glory, because they're going to be like, oh, where you got that from? My father. Well, who your father? Let me know. He's in heaven. He sent his only begotten son down to die for us. His son laid his life down for us, and he was so gangster with it. He told him, you don't take my life. I lay it down, and if I wanted to, I'll pick it up. That's the kind of father I got. My father, that when I lost my job, he gave me another one instantly. That he even told me that I don't even have to go in that day because he had something else lined up for me. My father didn't make it rain in heaven for me. Even if I think I need a couple of dollars, he sent a whole bunch. My father, that's the provider. That's my father. That's who I serve. He knows me. He never left me, even when the world abandoned me. He never left me. And he never will. And he never will. I just wanted to read a little bit of Jeremiah 1. We all know Jeremiah, and if you don't, Jeremiah was a prophet. Some would call him the weeping prophet. But he went through some things, but he didn't curse God. And God had a conversation with Jeremiah, and this is like how I just imagine God talking to us when we get into the places of lostness and not knowing who we are or not knowing what our purpose is. When we get into those dark spaces, I just imagine God sitting in the room with you, just sitting next to you, and God just talking to you. And God is saying, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Can you imagine that? Can everybody just close their eyes for a second, wherever you are, and just sit with God for a second and just act like he's talking to you? Just close your eyes and listen with your ears. Before I formed you, I knew you. As God puts his hand on your lap and he puts it right down the thigh, because he's talking to his son. He's talking to his daughter. He knows. He knows. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. I ordained you to be prophet over nations. He knew you. There was a conversation being had in heaven before the formation of you on earth. He knew you. He hand-tailored you. He gave you a mission in heaven. Keep them closed. I want you to go save my people. I know that the road is going to be hard. And I know a lot of people will laugh and mock at you. Some people will even try to curse and spit at you. But you can do it. You're built for this. You're made for this. And I know that you don't want to fight the good fight, but I need you to go set the captives free. I need you to go to that generation that I'm going to put you in, that lineage that I'm going to put you in. And I need you to go break the curse on that bloodline. Many are going to laugh at you. Many are going to tell you what happens in this house stays in this house, but I need you to persevere. I need you to go in there, and I need you to go like an iron sword and expose all the deception that is there. I know it's going to be hard, but I'm picking you. So before you have insemination with your mother and father that I'm going to put you there, I need you to know that it's going to be a hard road, but only you can do it. Only you. There's a reason why you were born into that family. There's a reason why. Through you, so many people will be saved. Through you. They're going to say you crazy. They said Jesus was. They're going to tell you to be quiet. They told Jesus that too. They're going to ask, who are you and what's your credentials? They asked Jesus that too. The only credential you need is God. Because he already told you before you were in your mother's womb. There's a prophecy that has been spoken over you before you was in your mother's womb. There's a reason why everybody has a smooth road but you. Because the devil already got a lot of people, so you don't see hell fighting hell. But you see him coming up against God's biggest hitters. There we go, Lakeisha. Many are called, but few are chosen. And I love that saying because so many of us want the calling, but it's so hard to do the work. Do it scared. Do it depressed, sad. Do it anyway. The calling on your life is heavy. But I would rather have a heavy calling than be an empty vessel for the devil. God is calling you to do something that no one else could do. There's a reason why. It's a generational curse. Don't let that word, because it's so commonly used now, and so many people want to be the curse breaker, the generational curse breaker, yet they ain't broke nothing in a generation. But it's a reason why it's called generations, because it's been looming for a very long time, and no one has been able to break it. But you can, and you will. You can, and you will. Some curses are different. Some as simple as being a father to your children because your daddy abandoned you and you never gonna leave your children. Being a mama to your children because she left you. Having a 2-parent household because you ain't have it. Having food in your refrigerator because you was hungry. Keeping your lights on, sustaining your bills, keeping a full-time job, graduating from high school, stop smoking, stop drinking. All of these things are curse breaking. The things that cannot be broken by others. Going to church regularly, praying regularly, teaching your kids about God. All of these things are curses that can be broke. There's many ways to get in there. Standing up to the demons that they sit at the table with, knowing that they molested children. Not going to cookouts where you know that they're going to have people that do wrong to you. Not letting the people talk to you crazy because, oh, that's just how they talk. Not to me. Not to me. And not to my kids. All of these things. Removing yourself from tables that you don't supposed to be at. All of these things. See, you just started saying you didn't want to be in these places. And you didn't take it as you are breaking curses. When you stand up to the devil and you say, not in my house. Not with my children. Not with me. You breaking curses little by little. It's the reason why them people in that family don't like you. Congratulations is all I got to say. Because I would rather not be liked by people who don't know who they are. Because when you know who you are, you can't settle. You won't settle. You won't settle. Continue breaking the curse. Continue breaking it every single day. Chipping away at it every single day. Continue. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be quite hard, honestly. But it's nothing that you cannot do. One, you know you're not like them people. You know you got their DNA, but you like, I know good and well. Am I the only woke person in this family? But you know that you're different. You know that you were made to be different. God spoke to Jeremiah before he got here. And I could only imagine what the conversation was like. But I know in the Bible that he doesn't just stop with one person. And I'm pretty sure that he spoke to us all. It's the reason why we feel like we've been here before. In my head, cut it down. In my head, I feel like he gave us the blueprint. That's why we have deja vu. And remember, this is just me speaking. This is how I feel. I feel like that's why we have deja vu, because I feel like God gave us the roadmap. And I feel like when we come with deja vu, I'm like, I did this before. I know I did this before. And growing up, I used to say, I don't think I was supposed to be born in this generation. I really used to be thinking I was supposed to be born like in 1800 somewhere. I felt like I've done this thing called life before. But God is about to do something for us and through us. And I want you to know that you have been hand-tailored, designed for the mission ahead. Your gifts are going to increase, so think it not strange when you see dreams and visions and all these things. Think it not strange when God comes to you audibly and speaks to you late in the midnight hour. Think it not strange when you just driving and have a flash of something in your face. Think it not strange when the Holy Spirit gets on your back and holds you down and you start crying out, God. because he's about to do something. He's about to use you in ways that you can't even imagine. And I want to end off with this. Like God told me this morning, arise and shine, for your light has come, and that it is time now. No more running, no more hiding. It is time now. You might feel like it's not your time. Jesus felt like it wasn't his time either, yet Mary still instructed him to do what she told him to do. God is saying, do what I have told you to do. You can do this. You're glowing from the inside out. And he's about to show you exactly why you were put here. Have your ears to the ground listening for the next command that God has for you. I love you all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. And yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Girl, if you don't get that nappy head up out of here, look it up. Look it up. What you doing all up in here?
My pizza.
I can't. Yes. Okay. You see her? Yes, guys. She don't want her hair combed. Yeah. But let's talk about it.
No, I have some.
It's getting done tonight. Okay. Y'all have a good day, okay? Girl, don't make me swing on you. All right, you guys. Have a good night.